I haven't really done much today. I went and did the coating on the inside of the charger, but other than that, I have pretty much just been at home doing SolidWorks today, trying to get the FD running again. So I have been working on designing the intake manifold so I can send that off to the machine shop, because I'm just kind of sad I can't drive that car anymore. But the charger is getting close and I'm getting pretty excited. Pretty much all the parts are painted. I need to maybe paint the bumpers this week. I'm not exactly sure yet, but it's getting very close. The only thing that's really left is painting the body of the car and 2 bumpers. I really am not including the hatch in that because I'm going to make that out of carbon fiber and I'm just going to be painting the bottom. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully we get this thing done in the next couple weeks so it's all painted and pretty much together, because after I get it all painted I have to buff it and get all that stuff done, because I still haven't found a good place that can do clear bra or anything like that. So I guess we'll see what happens once it's done getting painted, but let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Great work so far. Thanks, I appreciate that. Where do you find all these cars and trucks? I'm 14, looking for a project truck. I don't know. It just varies. I search pretty much everything. The auction, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. There's all kinds of stuff. People still post stuff for sale, but I don't know. It's there. If you don't search them all, then you're kind of missing out. And that's really the only reason I have kept Facebook this long. I've been contemplating deleting Facebook for probably the last 5 years, but there's stuff to look at on Marketplace, and that's really all I use it for is Marketplace. So yeah, I just search around and just kind of go from there. I mean, it's you can't find good deals unless you look. Any plans for house project soon or side project now? So right now I'm so busy with the charger and getting it ready for SEMA and everything. It's so far away, but there's still so much to do. And I really haven't had time to do much with the house project or even looking for land or anything like that. So I do, like I said before, by the end of the year, I want to be started, but I still have a lot of the year left. So I don't want it to sneak up on me and it be like December or November or something like that, and I haven't done anything. But yeah, I really want to start a shop house project and have a place where I can store all my stuff and be able to work on all my stuff and not have to just kind of have things here and there. Like I've said before, it would be really nice. Then it would also give me the ability to create more content, because I could have all my things in one spot and I wouldn't have to be looking for stuff, and I could have all my cars set up ready to be worked on. Like I've said before, I want to start the Datsun project, my 240Z. A lot of people that are new to the channel probably don't even know about it, but I want to get that done. I want to get my old 240 done. I have so many things, but it's hard to work on them when you have limited space and everything's kind of just scattered. So let's see. Do you have anything that you're looking to sell? So I've always had the mindset that everything is for sale for the right price, but I don't list much because it seems like a waste of time. But I know a lot of people know what I have, so even before I was not doing YouTube and on YouTube for the past 8 years now, they've always known. All my friends, the word gets out that I have something like SR parts or something like that, and I've always pretty much sold stuff that way. But yeah, I don't know. It's all for sale for the right price. Let's see. What happened to the Hellcat? So nothing happened to it. The picture that I posted on YouTube was the original owner actually messaged me on Instagram and sent me the pictures of the wreck, which I had another guy send me a video of the wreck. And it was a really, really bad video a long time ago. I think I put it in the 10-minute video, but so I just posted that picture. Nothing's wrong with it. It's pretty much just been sitting in the garage because I'm always too dusty to drive it because I'm always doing body work on the Charger. But once we're finished with the body work, I think I'll probably start driving it more often because I won't be as dusty and dirty from all that body work. Are you confident that all the parts you paint at different times will color match perfectly? So it seems like a lot of people, I don't know, maybe it's a Colorado thing because our humidity doesn't change, but I've literally painted things years after I painted and they still match as long as you have the original gallon. That's why I always get a gallon of unreduced, so it's 2 gallons of sprayable. So then I always have enough paint if I need to respray a piece or something gets damaged. It's a real safe way to, I don't know, maybe I just have like this weird way of painting and I paint the same every time and it always matches, but I've never had an issue with the stuff matching. The only time you have to get a paint matched or blend a panel is when you are just fixing a car. Like if I get a car in, or if I buy a car from the auction and I just want to fix a fender and I want it to match, you just blend into the door or the hood or whatever. But because you don't have the original paint that the car was painted. So I don't really think there's going to be an issue. I've never had an issue before, and looking at the pieces right next to each other. So I looked at the fuel door. So the fenders were the first pieces that I painted. Looking at the fuel door next to the fenders, it's fine. Looking at the hood next to the fenders, it looks perfectly fine. So, you know, there's a way to paint, and it's you just do a control coat at the end, and it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. I have a question. Why, when I was driving my car and all of the dash lights came up, then when the next day nothing was there? No. Did you hear about the RPM Act, and did you contact someone about the RPM Act yet? So this pretty much tried to pass before. I think it was when Obama was in office. The EPA was kind of hammering down on dumb stuff like this. It didn't pass then. I really doubt it's going to pass now, unless they just push it through, which it seems like happens a lot lately. So I don't know really what's going to happen with it, but the fact is, if you don't let people modify their cars, that's a very big industry that you're going to kill. And I think it would hurt all the way to car manufacturers, because people wouldn't buy cars because they couldn't do stuff to them. So it would be like, so let's say I wanted to buy a Hellcat, but you can't do anything to it. So why would you buy a Hellcat? I mean, you might as well just buy, like, you might as well not even have a car. I mean, at that point, I would probably just, you know, like I've wanted to before, like when I build my house, my shop house, I want to build like a racetrack on my property, so I don't have to worry about if some dumb stuff like that happens and I have 100 acres or so, I could just do whatever I want on my land, because they can't tell you what you can do on your own land, and you don't really have to apply by any emissions. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, but I guess we'll see what happens with it. It's just just stuff that keeps happening. What made you decide to start the Charger project? What made me decide to start it was when I put all the stuff into the original Scat Pack Magnum, and then I just wanted to update it. So I just wanted to continue to update it, and now we are where we are. And then I have my Hellcat, and that's the whole reason behind wanting to do an all-wheel drive, because the Hellcat does awesome burn-offs, but it's not very fast. It's fast, but it likes to break the tires loose at random times, which is fun. But if you want to be really fast, I mean, you want something that's going to hook. I've been watching your channel for the last 4 years. Love the content and what you do. Much love from Perth, Western Australia. Thanks, I appreciate that. Have you started getting the drivetrain going yet? Not really. I mean, other than getting the mock-up subframe done and stuff like that, not much. I pretty much need to. I pretty much want to get the car painted and sitting there and ready to go before I don't know, before I spend a bunch of time fabricating the subframe, because how I look at it is the subframe. Oh, those little clips suck. So how I look at it is the subframe just is going to be tubing. I have a tubing bender. I have a notcher. I'll have to have some stuff either water jetted or plasma cut, and then I could just get it together. I mean, it shouldn't take me more than a week or two to bust out 1 or 2 subframes. It's not going to be that difficult. And then the transmission, I just need to send the Trackhawk transmission. I'm not sure if I'm just going to get another one or if I'll send mine as a core, because mine was the fire one. It looks fine. It needs probably some new seals, but other than that, I want a built one, because I'm going to be, 1,000 horsepower low setting, 1,500 horsepower high. I know the Trackhawk transmissions, the 8 HP 95s, the new ones, actually hold quite a bit more power, but I don't want to have issues braking. I want to have a reliable car. That's pretty much how I build all my cars. So I'm going to upgrade the axles and all that other stuff as well. So I don't know. I probably should start on it, but I want to get the body 100% painted and in the garage and done, so I don't have to dedicate any thought to it anymore and stress and stuff like that. Which I think the roof was a pretty stressful project, because I kept thinking about it. But now that it's done, I don't really have to worry about it, which is nice. Let's see. Hey from Australia, what's going on? What's up, bud, from New York? Not much. Eugene, backyard repair. What's going on? Donate $5 for missing most of your live streams. Sorry, buddy. Work happening too. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in when you can. Hey Dave, you should start linking your TikTok in your description. I probably should. Maybe I should add that to the autofill, but I don't know. It's just another one of those things that I need to do, which is kind of easy, but we'll see. I'm trying to edit. I might have a video for tomorrow, but I don't know if it's long enough, so I'm not sure yet. We'll have to kind of see. I may end up having one. I may end up not. Why is Dodge your favorite? I wouldn't say Dodge is my favorite. I really like, I like a wide variety of makes and models. So if you're new to the channel, I have, Mazdas and Nissans and Datsuns and, do I have a Toyota? I have Fords. I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff, but it really doesn't matter. I get like a Mustang if I had a deal or got one from the auction wrecked, or I don't know. I don't really have a preference. I just like I try to build clean stuff. Hey Dave, hope you're doing great. Thanks. Hey, from Jersey, been following for some time now. Great work, by the way. Thanks, I appreciate it. Big shout out from Scotland. Dave, your Hellwagon is taking shape now. Love the color. It's got to be the biggest and proudest build you've done. Keep up your good work. Love the channel. Thanks, I appreciate that. When the world is back to normal, will you be taking the car to a show tour, SEMA, etc.? So the plan is to take the car to SEMA, but it just really depends on if SEMA happens this year. We'll see what happens, who knows, but I'm guessing it will. But yeah, the plan is to take the car to the show. It has a spot in the booth. I just have to finish it, which I'm glad I started this early because I would want to be starting like a month before. And we'll just kind of see what happens and where it's going to end up and stuff like that. What phone do you have? Very clear stream. I'm using like a 5-year-old phone. I need to get a new phone. The battery dies on it quite a bit, but yeah, I just don't go to the, well, I don't think the phone stores have been open, so you can walk in and like get a phone. So I haven't upgraded, but I need to. Eugene, backyard repair, donated $5 for some tube notching, cut and oil. Thanks, I appreciate that. Can't wait to see the next month of progress. Yeah, the car is going to drastically change over the next month. I mean, really, I don't have much left to do paint and body wise. I should be able to, in the next couple of weeks, I should be able to get the body painted. The doors will bolt right on, the fenders will bolt right on, the bumpers will clip in, you know, and I could pretty much just like set the flares up there and I mean, really look at it. I mean, it'll still look like a monster truck until I get the Hellcat struts and everything on it, but it'll look, and a lot of weight is out of it, but it's gonna look really good. I really can't wait. It's been way too long. I think it's been like 9 or 10 months I've been working on this thing. And when I started the project, I never thought it was going to take this long, but it's finally getting there. I mean, it's finally going to look like a car, and I'll be able to step back. I mean, I've looked at it in primer and sealer, this and that, and it's never as satisfying when you have everything bolted on it and actually get to see the complete car pretty much, other than, you know, drivetrain and stuff like that. But it'll be one milestone, I guess you could say, when that thing's finally painted and kind of together before I buff it and polish it. Hi from Canada, what's going on? Chevy or Dodge trucks? I don't know. I had a Dodge, well, an older Dodge diesel truck, and Dodge just hasn't changed the body style forever. They just update a few things here and there. It's kind of lame. So it'd either be a Duramax or a Power Stroke. I mean, I do love my F350, but yeah, I don't like how Dodges look. they're just so boring. Would you take on another project similar to the Hellwagon? Yeah, I mean the next project, or probably not the next project. The next project I'll probably do something. The next couple projects I might do something a little bit easier. Like when the car is finished, the Charger's finished, I could do a lot of events in it. So I want to take it to race week. I don't think I'll make the first one, but I should make the one later in the year. And then I may, you know, drive, I don't know if I want to drive it back east because the roads are so bad, but, you know, I may end up driving it to see Jose or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I kind of want to have a little bit of time to relax, but I do have a few projects in mind that I want to do. So and I know they're going to take quite a bit of time, just like the charger. And then if I stack this, shop house project on top of that, which I may end up contracting a lot of it out, that's another factor. So I have to really think about that, but I don't want to really overwhelm myself, and I don't want to have a super huge shop house project going on for a very long time. So we'll kind of see what happens when it happens. Okay, if you do get one out tomorrow, then great. But if not, I do understand. Thanks. I try to get one out every day, but it's been kind of hard lately with all the roof and stuff like that. So plus we've had a few cold days and stuff like that. So I really haven't had much time to do anything else but work on the charger. Would a 392 swap work for a 05 Magnum? Yeah. How I did it, I just used all the stuff from the donor car, and it just all bolts in and plugs in. So how did the roof turn out? It turned out great. Let's see. I've been meaning to catch up on the videos. Everything has come a long way. Thanks, I appreciate that. How is your wing coming along from Black Ops? I probably should send the wing to them. I've been lazy. Actually, I haven't been able to find a box to stick it in, but yeah, I need to. And another thing I was waiting for was if I didn't get the roof done this time, I was gonna just drive down there with the mold and then have his guy pretty much just do my roof, so I didn't have to continue to redo this thing a million times. But yeah, I need to ship that thing out, and it should be coming along pretty soon. We'll see. Hey Dave, here's a question. You said a while ago thinking of selling the dually for a Duramax. Have you seen the auction of Copart and IA with the newer Duramax? They have been packed. No, I really haven't checked it out lately, but I wouldn't mind getting Duramax. You're doing a good job. Thanks. Let's see. Hi, Dave from Australia. When the car is done, will it have ongoing videos about it, or will it disappear like most car projects on YouTube? So I try to continue to, I pretty much try to drive all my projects, but just like my Hellcat, I've been working on the charger, so I haven't had time to play with it. And the same thing with like the old Magnum. I finished it, I did a bunch of stuff with it, and then I sold the swap out of it, but I would have still been kind of driving it here and there. So I drive the FC every once in a while. I drive the 300ZX every once in a while. Then if it's not snowing or something, I'll drive the Hellcat, but I have to, I don't want to drive the Hellcat when I've been at the body shop all day, sanding on my car or just grimy or something like that. So, there'll be ongoing videos for probably a while. I'm guessing, because I want to do events here and there, and I want to have videos of that, and go to the drag strip and go to the road course and stuff like that. So, and I think a lot of people are interested in seeing what the car is going to do, especially because it's going to be lighter than a Trackhawk, and it's going to have all the drivetrain from a Trackhawk. So it should be quite a bit faster than a Trackhawk, and it should handle better, because I've seen Trackhawks at the road course, and I mean, they're an island brake rotors and pads, but they're still pretty quick. So if I cut some weight down, and it might be a lot quicker should be a lot quicker than a Trackhawk if you think about it. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to have some videos out though. What's up, Dave? Great job on the roof. Thanks. Enjoying the project, Dave. Could you do a Q&A on Sundays at the earlier time you have been doing for us in the UK? All the best. I try to do them earlier, but like today I was doing SolidWorks and designing some stuff, and then I just, you kind of lose track of time. So maybe once it gets warmer out, I'll probably end up doing them at like noon every day, or not every day, every Sunday again. We'll see what happens there, but it's one of those things. I just kind of work around what I'm doing. What? Also, the Dodge Journey SRT would be fun. I actually thought about doing that. Oh. Okay. Crooked out. Stupid thing. Damn. Yeah, I thought about doing the Journey Hellcat swap. I'd probably just do another Trackhawk swap in it, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of engineering that I have to mess around with that to get the wide body to work on the backsliding door and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty interested in doing it, but I don't know if I want to take on that huge of a project right away, right after doing a super huge project. So we'll see. Maybe I might need some I might have to hire some homies or something. Let's see. Is it possible to swap Hellcat Brembo brakes on a 06? Hold on, 06 Hemi RT? Yeah, you could. You just have to use a spindle. And suspension, everything direct bolt on. Yeah, it should all just bolt on. How's the plant hobby going? Still doing it? Plant. If you're talking about the plants I grow, yeah, I just water them and they just do their own thing. So I don't really put much time and effort into it, but it's they're just still there chilling. 70 viewers, 20 likes. Pump those numbers up. Thanks, Jim. While doing the latest roof, obviously it worked out, but did full bagging make any drastic improvements? In the video, it appeared as if it may have been leaking, pool noodle issue, seam issue. I don't know. I think the whole bagging of the mold was probably not a great idea, especially with how big it was, and that I had supports on the back of it. So if I ended up doing it again, I would just bag it normal. So the reason I bagged it the way I did and bagged the whole mold was because I had issues sealing that seam, but I feel like I could seal that seam a lot easier and then just use a larger bag and just do it normal. And I think it would work better, because the bag pretty much was trying to conform around the supports on the back, and it kept wanting to like rip the bag, which, then you have to put some sealant tape and stuff on it. And it just was a pain. But at the, pretty much from the beginning of bagging it to the end of it, I think there was one leak that I found, and it was on the hose, and I just had to mess with the tape for a little bit to get it to seal. So other than that, it was pretty much fine. So congrats on the MagnaFlow booth. That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. They're supposed to be sending me some exhausts, but I think there's like a back order or something on them, which I really don't need it right now anyway. Probably in the next I think in the next month I could put an exhaust on the car, because really I need to get the rear subframe done and all the rear suspension components on it. And then once that's done, I could bolt the exhaust on and everything and put the whole rear of the car together. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do fuel wise. I'm probably going to have to end up running an aftermarket fuel system so I can get enough fuel to the engine. And I don't know. We'll see. But it's I just can't wait to see the car actually lowered and painted and everything. The master cylinder or any metal brake lines need to be changed for the Brembos, or just the brake hoses? Just the brake hoses. Everything else should work fine. Does your Hellcat have a hand parking brake? I saw a new 2021 Challenger with a foot pedal parking brake. Yeah, all the new ones have a foot pedal one. Which, if you just remove the locking mechanism in there, you could just use it like an e-brake, but with your foot. Let's see. Has YouTube officially become a good source of income for you since you have grown, or still just covering gas? Remember a while ago you said it just enough to cover gas, and I don't know. It's getting a little bit better, but it fluctuates quite a bit, and how much I spend on the car. So I think I have to break the numbers down, but I think everything I spent to make the mold, to make the roof, might have been like close to 10 grand, which YouTube isn't making me. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have made a carbon fiber roof, but I would have saved some money. But now that it's too late for that. But yeah, YouTube isn't like making me 10 grand or anything. So to cover the roof or anything like that, I mean, it's helping a little bit, but it's not at the point where I could just be like, yeah, if it was at that point, let's carbon fiber the whole car. But it's not. So I don't know. It's getting a little bit better. So I'm not too worried about it. I have other sources of income which don't really bother me at the end of the year. It's just kind of a wash anyway. But yeah. Have you done anything else with the front subframe? I remember an episode for mocking up whatnot. Don't remember if there has been anything since. No, so pretty much I just wanted to get that all done before I had to before I started doing all that paint and body work and stuff up there, because I didn't want to have to. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to cut anything first, and then I didn't want to be welding, like I've said before, once the car is painted. So is the car ready for paint? The car's been ready for paint for a while. Now that the roof's done, I could glue it on there and get the car painted. So yesterday and today, I sprayed the interior with the sound deadening and the heat barrier. So I should just need to glue the roof on, or 600 grit the car, glue the roof on, and then just spray it. So I hopefully shouldn't have any more setbacks. That'd be a plus, because I've had quite a few in this whole build. But we'll see. I think I want to get some stuff cleaned up before I paint the car. So I'm thinking, and I might paint the bumpers before I paint the car. So I'm thinking maybe next week I might paint it instead of painting it this week. So then the bumpers are done, and all I have to do is paint the body, which will be really nice. Hey, you're building whatever you want. All I support. Hate these channels building what viewers want. to see. You see they had no motivation in their builds. I can tell you want to do these projects. Yeah, I do. You know, at this point though, I've been working on this car for like 9 or 10 months, and you kind of get burnt out. I mean, I just I want to get the car painted and in the garage so I could take like a week break. It'd be so nice to just take like a week break, just be able to do some stuff. And the only reason I haven't done that is because I've been, the car's over at my friend Josh's shop, and I don't want it just sitting over there while I just like chill for a week or something. I just want it done here, and then I could relax for like a week or something. But yeah, I do enjoy building what I build. I try to do stuff that I'm interested in. It's like the same thing with the panoramic sunroof thing or the sunroof thing on the Charger. It's my car. I didn't want a sunroof in it. I don't like sunroofs. I wanted the full carbon fiber roof, and I did it. I mean, I'm the one paying the bills. So, and a lot of people were commenting that are like, well, this roof's a lot better than having a panoramic roof. So that was kind of cool that some people were changing their minds after they saw the roof. But I think they'll change. A lot of people will change their minds after they see the car painted with the roof on it and everything. So, I have the vision in my mind. I just have to execute it, which takes a lot longer than the vision. You've obviously gone Mopar heavy in your projects since the truck build. What is it about Mopar platform that grabs your interest versus a supercharged LS or LT? The styling of the vehicles, I don't know. They're all pretty much similar. I think the cool thing about Dodge is their cars, they're pretty much just so interchangeable. I mean, you could pretty much directly bolt a Hellcat swap into most of the Dodge cars that were rear wheel drive with not very many issues. Chevy, I mean, I don't know. I don't mind the Corvettes and Camaros and stuff like that, or even the Mustangs and stuff like that. But it just, to me, having driven some of these cars and then having a Hellcat and driving it, I think right now with the technology and stuff behind what Dodge is doing, they're probably leading all that because they just have so much stuff that you can do and so much stuff you could see on the infotainment system. It's just crazy. Plus the interior packages and the exterior packages and the colors. I mean, they're just really, so far, to this point, they have been really going out of their way to make it so you could just modify whatever. If you go on their website, I mean, you could change brake caliper colors and this and that on the interior. I mean, exterior colors, stuff. I mean, stuff that you can't do with like Chevy or Ford or stuff. I don't know. I mean, I might get a Camaro or Mustang eventually, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, I like the Dodges. I like all of them, but I've just been messing with the Dodge for quite a while. Still want to see the CNG 240SX though. CNG is definitely a growing industry. Yeah, I mean, I still have all the stuff to do it. The only issue behind doing it is the tanks, sticking the tanks places. But eventually, I have the regulator and everything. I have a lot of projects I need to finish, which they're very close. The LS240, so close. I just literally need to do some stuff with the power steering rack and do some stuff with the headers, make an exhaust, wire up an ECU, and do the CNG fuel system. And literally, that's it. It has the injectors, it has everything else. I mean, there's not much left to do. Any idea of what will require dealership to reprogram, get all the modules working together? So what I'm going to end up doing is getting, I need another parts Hellcat. So I'm going to end up getting I want to find one of the newer red eye charger Hellcats, and then I could rip all the electronics out of it and some of the interior and the bits and pieces that I need and just put it in mine. And then the key will work, all that stuff will work. So I've been looking for one at the auction, but I haven't seen one yet. So once, and I want one that's most likely wrecked in the rear. So all the airbags, and there's a lot of coolers and stuff in the front that are pretty expensive that I don't want to have to end up just piecing together like I did with my Hellcat, because that ended up getting pretty expensive. But yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I need to find one. Would you consider making carbon roofs for my car? Of course, for a cost. So this girl actually messaged me on Instagram. I guess my friend told her that I made a carbon fiber roof for my Charger, and she wanted me to make her so she had a convertible BMW, I think it's like a 135, which she wanted me to like make the plug, because they don't have like a hard top for those, then make the mold and then make the carbon fiber piece. I was like, I did $1,000 to make the plug mold, make a carbon fiber piece, and then try to sell these to recoup your costs. But I was like, I'm not going to do it for free. And she's like, well, that's too much. And I was like, yeah, it's carbon fiber, it's expensive. Hey Dave, the vehicle looks incredible. I think the Suzuki's would look great in that color. I really do. So the one thing about that color, it's really hard so the doors kind of had a little ripple in them, which kind of gave you an idea of what the color looked like. But then I painted the hood, and it just has like those ducts going in, and then has a duct on top, and it just has so many curves to it. And you could just see the color change and flop and do cool stuff. So I'm really happy with the color choice. I really like that color. I think it'll look good on a lot of cars. So I was almost thinking about painting the Avdia Dodge color, but I don't know if I want to just leave it the brilliant black, which I don't want to. I don't know. It's worth some money. I've talked about this before, but who knows? I'm not sure yet. Staying Mopar, it'd be hilarious to do a Scat Pack or SRT4 Dart. I don't know if you could stick a Scat Pack swap in a Dart. It'd be great if you had several employees to help with your projects, but it might be difficult to find people who would always do their job at a high standard. Yeah, I think that's an issue with any business. It just seems like how people are nowadays, they don't take pride in what they do, and to take the time and not cut corners and get to a point. I mean, I was talking to Josh because at the beginning, I was just going to I wanted to just pay Josh to do the Charger, to do all the sheet metal work, get it in high build primer or something. And then I was going to paint it. And he's like, yeah, he's like, he does a really good job on all these hot rods and stuff like that. But he's like, I wouldn't have spent 2 weeks lining doors up and quarter panels and stuff like that. But, I wanted perfect gaps all the way around. I mean, he's like, yeah, the insurance work isn't like that. But, I mean, it's just one of those things. You just have to find somebody and nobody else is going to care as much about your project or your business or anything like that than you. So, it's just a hard thing to find people that actually take pride in their work, or even nowadays want to work on something or work or do a job, right? So, and that's pretty much why I do all my stuff myself. and always have done. So congrats on the successful roof attempts. When will you be making the carbon fiber tailgate? So the carbon fiber tailgate is going to be once I want to get all the drivetrain stuff like that done. I don't want to be worrying about it. So I'll probably end up doing that later on, and maybe a couple months. I want to really take a break from doing all that stuff for a little bit, but it's going to be a lot easier than doing the roof because it's a lot smaller. You know, it's going to be 2 pieces. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's like literally like this big on the top, that big on the bottom, and I could just run 2 resin feeds, run the suction from the center where the window would go, and not have any issues. So I'm not really worried about doing the carbon fiber hatch. I think it's going to go really easy and not have any issues. But I don't want to get into it right now because I'm just kind of over making carbon fiber parts for a little bit. So yeah. What other hobbies do you do here and there? I mean, other than like working on cars and designing on CAD or anything like that, I haven't been snowboarding in probably, man, it's probably been 3 or 4 years now. I grow like some plants. I mean, I just do. I haven't skated since high school. I kind of got in that for a little bit, and then I realized I was a little bit too tall to be skateboarding. But I do like snowboarding. That's a really fun thing. I always get sick though. Not really sick, but I talked to Josh about this too. Like Friday, I was like, yeah, every time I go snowboarding, I go out and you go in like full clothes and stuff, and then by the end of the day, I'm like a t-shirt and like jeans, and I always get, it's not really like sick, but you always just get like exhausted, and then you've been out in the cold for like all day not caring and stuff. I mean, and then you just have to like sleep it off for a day or two. But yeah, I want to go snowboarding. Probably not this year, but maybe I'll have some time next year. I just need to like have that thing where I just take a break or something and just like go snowboarding. But we'll see. What's the best way to turn an '08 Magnum all-wheel drive if you don't do the conversion you did with that red 500 horsepower Magnum? I don't know. I mean, a Trackhawk swap is quite expensive, so I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I just cut I cut a bunch of the floor out of my car, so. When will we get another vid? Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll see what happens. Should build a cheap trail rig and do some trails in Colorado. I'm not really too into the 4-wheel drive stuff. I do have that van, which I plan on, putting a little lift on it and some different wheels and tires, and it'll be able to go off-road, but it's not going to really be like a crazy 4-wheel drive. I just want to make like a cool camper, like a cool cheap camper, because I did end up getting it for free, and it's not costing me really much to get it running again. I was going to take the intake manifold last Monday, but I'll take it tomorrow to get hot tanked. I powder coated all the other aluminum stuff, and I'll powder coat the intake manifold when I get it back, that I could throw that thing together and get it running and driving. And there'll probably be a video of that, maybe Friday, depending on how long it takes to get it hot tanked. We'll see. Your vote ever get counted? I don't know. They called me and it was like 2 weeks after the election. They're like, well, we counted it, and then I looked on the website and it still said the same thing. So I highly doubt it, but it is what it is. I'm over it. I don't watch the news at all. I haven't watched the news. I never watch the news unless my grandma's here and she watches the news every night. But it's just so tiring listening to all that crap. So I just pretty much ignore it. I mean, if I don't have to deal with it, and I could just do my own thing, eventually, who knows? I mean, you can't do anything about it anyway. I'm not a Dodge guy, but the car does look awesome so far. Great work. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hell yeah, growing plants. Me too, snowboarding. I wanted to go this year, but next year, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, the season goes by so fast. I mean, I guess I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I have friends that just like live to go, like wait all. It's like, I guess, me building cars. They just wait all year to go like snowboarding the whole, like every weekend of the season. But are you using SolidWorks for 3D? And how do you think having an engineering background has helped or hurt with your projects? Yeah, I'm using SolidWorks. I don't really think that an engineering background would hurt my projects. I mean, I guess it kind of may hurt it because then I want to, like the FD. The FD was perfectly, it made, what did it make, 480 or something horsepower. But then I wanted to do like this, like I didn't like the exhaust manifold, made my own exhaust manifold, put that EFR on it. Then I'm designing my own intake manifold because I don't like the intake manifold. But I mean, it was perfectly fine. So that might be something that kind of hurts. I don't know, because I overthink things and I can't just, I don't like how something's made, so I'll redesign it and make it myself. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's just how I've always been. So, I mean, it's cool to be able to design stuff and see it through, but it kind of sucks because it takes a long time. When was the last time you drove the Subaru? I think I drove the WRX. I think it was last week. It was last weekend when it snowed. I think it snowed last weekend, and I went and tried to do some all-wheel drive donuts in it, but the tires are so bald that it didn't want to get enough traction to actually like whip it around. So yeah, I drove it. I was gonna make a video, but then it wouldn't do all-wheel drive donuts, so I just canceled that video. So I don't know. I need to get some tires or wheels or something with some good wheels with tires, or some tires to put on those wheels. But I mean, it's fun. I mean, it needs an exhaust. When it was cold, it looks like one of the gaskets on the header or going up to the turbo on the up pipe are leaking. So that kind of explains the weird boosting that it does. But I haven't really, I paid $600 for the car and I haven't really done much to it. I just rip it around. Have you thought about the interior of the car yet? I have thought about it. Most likely just gonna end up using stock stuff for the most part. I may end up doing some stuff, but I don't wanna really go crazy with it. So, do they make all-wheel drive Chargers before 2021? And will the subframe for on the Magnum plug and play? The subframe I'm making is like a custom subframe. They made like crappy all-wheel drive Chargers that really can't hold power, but that subframe will bolt into pretty much any Dodge that, like a Charger, Magnum, whatever, the same stuff the scat back swaps bolt into. So if people want to cut their floor up, if I have enough interest, I'll put those into production. but it does require you cutting a lot of your floor up. So there is that. So I don't think a lot of people are going to want to do that. Hey Dave, love your builds. Insane the amount of progress you got done by yourself. Keep up the good work and you'll be at 1 million soon. I mean, that'd be nice to be at 1 million. I don't even know what the comment section in here would be like if I had 1 million subscribers, but and it would just help out the projects a lot too. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe eventually. Did you ever get that emblem design? Hold on. Emblem you designed CNC'd for your car? Not yet. I just 3D printed it and pretty much left it at that. I did put the 3D printed emblem on the fender, and I might run some fender badges. I don't like to run really any badging on my cars, but I think I really like it. People are going to be like, "What is that?" But hello from Finland. What's going on? Let's see. Sorry I'm late. No problem. Well, you're a little bit late because I think, well, it's almost been an hour and there's like, what is that, 3 minutes left of the stream, which is unfortunate. So get your questions in now because I have some things to do. I need to edit a video for tomorrow. Hopefully I have enough film to make a video, but let's see. Oh man. Oh. I need to make some merch is what I need to do. I don't know. I don't think very many people would buy my merch if I had some. Because I already have merch and nobody bought any. What's the plans for tonight? Edit a video. I need to do laundry and eat something for dinner. And maybe design some more stuff in SolidWorks. We'll see. We'll see how much time I have left by the time I finish editing that video and getting all that stuff done. Editing software, I've been using Final Cut for, I don't know, since the beginning. Let's see. Can a dash out of a newer charger like yours be put in an 08 Magnum without changing dash Magnum harness? No, there's probably a way to do it, but I'm not figuring all that can bust stuff out. So I just swapped in all the Scat Pack stuff. How long till you're done? I have no clue. Before November, I'll tell you that. You drink any whiskey? I've drinking whiskey before. I really don't drink much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't do much of any of that stuff. I find it like, I just find it boring. I mean, I don't know. I really want you to powder coat my rims glow in the dark like you did yours. That was fire. Thanks. I really do like those wheels. Oh, and the calipers for the Charger, that color. Hello from Ireland, Dave. Keep up the great work. It's going to be awesome. Thanks. You play Xbox or PS4? I have an Xbox, but I haven't played it much lately. Take care and stay safe. See ya. So it's been an hour, and I'm going to end the stream here. Like I said, I have some stuff that I need to get done, and then I want to get a video hopefully out tomorrow. And then I want to get a bunch of stuff done on the car tomorrow. So I want to be rested. So thanks for tuning in to the live stream, and hopefully I have a video out tomorrow, if not Tuesday. And see you guys next weekend.